secret I want to share with you tonight is this. A single minute of properly directed consciousness is enough to activate forces capable of bringing into being what may seem impossible in your world. A perfectly controlled and creatively directed minute of consciousness can produce miracles beyond any logical explanation. Many of you have traveled long distances to be here tonight. You are searching for answers. You seek transformation. You have tried countless methods, followed many teachers, and yet your desires have remained out of reach. Now I tell you to stop searching in the outer world. The kingdom you seek is within you, and unlocking its infinite treasures requires only a correctly directed moment of attention. When I speak of 1 minute, I am not referring to a duration or limitation. I am describing the immense power contained within a perfectly focused moment of awareness. Time, as you understand it in your waking state, is merely an illusion, a creation of your wonderful imagination. In the realm of true creation, in the kingdom of imagination, there is no time. There is only the eternal now, filled with infinite possibilities. And in this eternal now, all your desires already exist as accomplished facts. Your task is not to create what you want, but to claim it as already yours. And you do this through the conscious direction of your imagination. Consider this fundamental truth in your consciousness. Your awareness of being is God. When you say, I am, you are declaring the name of God. Whatever you attach to I am, you become. If you say I am sick, I am poor, I am hopeless, you are using the creative power of the universe to experience those conditions. But if you say I am wealthy, I am loved, I am successful, even if your surroundings suggest otherwise, you activate that same creative power to bring those conditions into your life. That 1 minute I speak of is a minute in which you fully feel your desire is already fulfilled. It is a moment in which you shut out the limitations of your current reality and immerse yourself completely in the scene of your wish fulfilled. Used correctly, that 1 minute can rewrite the story of your life. Let me share an example. A man had been unemployed for 2 years. His finances were failing, his confidence shattered, and every job interview ended in rejection. Outwardly, his life reflected hopelessness. I told him to spend just 1 minute every night before sleep feeling himself already employed in a fulfilling and well-paid position, not imagining the process of the result. After a few nights, on the 6th day, he received a call from a company he had never applied to. Within a week, he started a job better than his previous one. What years of effort could not achieve, a few minutes of properly directed imagination did. Was it luck? No, it was the law in action. Faith is not merely intellectual agreement, it is the feeling of already having what you desire. When you enter a scene in your imagination and feel it as real, you activate forces beyond your conscious understanding that shape reality to match your dominant assumption. The length of time is not what matters, the intensity of your immersion is. One perfect spark can ignite a forest. Likewise, one fully felt moment can set in motion the fulfillment of your desire. Creation is already complete. Everything you wish to be, do, or have already exists in a dimension of reality. Your role is to select the state that corresponds to your desire and embody it through controlled imagination. Take 1 minute each day, especially before sleep when your mind is relaxed. Create a short scene that implies your wish is already fulfilled. Enter it fully. Feel it, hear it, live it. Not as an observer, as a participant. Then let it go. Do not worry about how or when it will happen. What you feel internally must externalize. This principle applies to everything: health, relationships, career, finances. Change your inner assumption, and the outer reflection must change. The world may teach that success requires struggle and sacrifice, but true creation happens in consciousness. When you feel your desire is fulfilled, your actions in the outer world will naturally align without strain. You may wonder about timing. The interval between imagination and manifestation varies, but know this: it will happen at the right time. Your job is not to worry about where, to remain faithful to the feeling of the wish of. Even situations that seem impossible can be transformed. What your logical mind calls impossible is only a limitation of belief. A 1-minute act of imagination is like a seed, small and seemingly insignificant, yet containing immense creative power when planted in consciousness. But do not treat this as mere visualization. Without feeling, imagination is empty. The feeling of it is already done is what gives it life. Do not imagine it as something that may happen in the future. Feel it as real now. This requires practice, because we are conditioned to accept only the physical world as real. But with persistence, your imagined experience will feel more real than your surroundings, even if only for a minute, and that is enough. Once planted, the seed must. As we come to the end, choose one true desire. Create a simple scene that implies it is fulfilled. Tonight, before sleep, into that scene for 1 minute. Feel it fully, not as an experiment, but with complete belief. A single minute of devoted, focused imagination has the power to transform your life in ways that may now seem impossible. Because in that minute, you are consciously directing the creative power of the universe, your own imagination. As it is written, for the one who believes, all things are possible. Faith is not hope, it is knowing. Tonight, plant a new reality in the fertile soil of your consciousness. Nurture it with certainty, not doubt. Hold firmly to your new assumption. Because even one perfectly directed moment of consciousness can make the impossible visible. That 1 minute is yours. Use it wisely and be ready for what follows. Because these miracles are not exceptions, they are the natural expression of a correctly directed consciousness. As within, so within. Thank you for being here.